So how is the market reacting to the news of the week? We are a little over 26,000. That's great. So we've got a story here. Bitcoin Magazine broke this story yesterday. Elon Musk's SpaceX sold all of its 373 million Bitcoin, according to the Wall Street Journal. But according to readers, this is why I really love community notes.
Yeah.
That's kind of BS. All they were really reporting, the Wall Street Journal was reporting, was that they wrote down the value of the Bitcoin that they owned, and they may have sold, but it was at the time. So it wasn't breaking news that they sold. In fact, there's a lot of debate about exactly what has caused. It's been a gnarly bloodbath. If anyone hasn't been watching the numbers, we'll look at the whole market in a second. But it's not entirely clear what caused it. It may have been that news. It may have been some other kind of small little pieces here and there. A lot of traders just think it was what do they call it? A long squeeze, where people basically had taken bets on it staying high for a long time out, and all it needed to do was dip to like 28.5 for some of those to get triggered. If it gets triggered, then those particular holders needed to sell in order to cover, and that'll cause it to kind of keep on falling and keep on falling. So it actually hit as low as 25K late last night. I saw some kind of hilarious memes about this, that, you know, some people are looking at it as like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. And plenty of others are like,
BTFD.
this is absolutely wonderful news. Like, opportunity for buying. So anyway, let's see how the rest of the market has handled, really specifically the deep end market. If you're unfamiliar with our little interface here, across the bottom, the little stream across the bottom, that's the top 10 tokens by market cap, and then beneath that, the top 10 tokens by trade, by volume. And then we've got Bitcoin and Ethereum in between us. Here, Bitcoin is down, touching at 26. Like I said, it did hit as low as 25. But then the deep end market is what we're looking at in the middle, and that really is very much a sea of red. Filecoin and the graph down 15%, Theta down 15%, Render down 15%, Arweave down almost 12%.
But I mean, as usual,
there,
right? They're just kind of following the...
For the most part. I mean, they're not really following. Bitcoin dipped about 10% total, and so these are more than that. But that also happens because some people, because of that dip and that it's, you know, BTFD, some people then sold their alts to get more Bitcoin because it's at a lower price. And so that pushed the price of some of those alts down. At the same time, where did LPT... LPT was also up a second ago, but it just updated. But Akash is still absolutely charging. Anyone that was watching last week, they were up nearly 70% when we broadcast, and like I think over 100% by the end of the week. And now, again, this is the weekly performance. So then, despite this insanity with Bitcoin and Ethereum and the entire rest of the market, Akash and Polkadot, or is that Pocket? Sorry, not Polkadot. Pocket are both up kind of enormously. Pocket up 13%, Akash up a third, 34%. So wowzers, you know. Sorry, that's actually on some pretty fantastic news that they've done their final tests, and GPU rentals on their mainnet is going to be happening kind of any moment now. I might have actually missed an announcement this morning. We'll have to take a look at that. But fabulous.
Yeah, we're super excited for you guys at Akash.
Sad for all the red, but it'll come back. We were just talking to someone yesterday about kind of where we are in the cycle. I agreed with him that he kind of suggested we might be in the spring, coming into the better days, sunnier days. So we shall see.
We'll see.